Have you ever found yourself nodding along to a totally wild story just because the person telling it seemed so confident? Maybe it was your friend, your older sibling, or even a random stranger on the internet. Sometimes all it takes is a straight face and a convincing tone, and suddenly you're hooked, believing something that sounds almost impossible. Like, hey, did you know if you swallow chewing gum, it stays in your stomach for 7 years? Sounds pretty gross, right? But here's the thing. Just because someone says it with confidence doesn't make it true. There are tons of these myths floating around, and it's easy to fall for them if you're not careful. That's why today's word of the day is extra important. It might just save you from falling for those classic blunders and tall tales. Ready to add a new word to your vocabulary arsenal? Here it is, credulity. Let's break it down together. Credulity. It might sound a bit fancy or even a little mysterious, but trust me, you'll want to keep this word handy in your mental toolkit. It's one of those words that can help you spot when you, or someone else, might be a little too quick to believe something. So, what exactly is credulity? In simple terms, credulity means being too ready to believe things, especially when there isn't much proof or evidence to back them up. It's like having a mind that's always open to new ideas, but sometimes a little too open for its own good. Imagine your brain's default setting is, sure, I'll believe that. You know that little cousin who believes every story you tell, no matter how silly? That's credulity in action, being eager to accept things at face value, without stopping to ask, wait, is that really true? Let me give you a visual to make it stick. Think of credulity like a hungry puppy, always ready for whatever comes its way. No matter what you offer, that puppy is excited and trusting, never stopping to wonder if it's actually good for them. Picture yourself at the dinner table, and every time you drop a crumb, the puppy gobbles it up. No questions asked, no hesitation. It doesn't matter if it's a tasty treat or something weird, the puppy just trusts you and eats it anyway. You could drop a carrot, a piece of broccoli, or even your homework. Okay, maybe not your homework. And that puppy is going to believe it's delicious. The puppy doesn't stop to sniff or check. It just accepts whatever comes its way. That's credulity. Gobbling up information without stopping to sniff around for the truth. It's like your mind is so hungry for new facts or stories, it forgets to check if they're actually real. Sometimes this can lead to funny moments, but other times, it can get you into trouble. Now, let's spice things up with a quick story. Picture this. It's April Fool's Day, and your best friend tells you there's a brand new law that says everyone has to wear socks on their hands in public. They sound so serious you don't even question it. You, being full of credulity, rush out with your sock mittens, only to find everyone staring at you like you've just invented a new trend. You look around, confused, wondering why no one else got the memo. There you are, waving your sock hands, realizing you've just become the main character in your own prank. It's a little embarrassing, but also kind of funny, because you believed without checking. That moment, that's credulity at work. It's a perfect example of how being too quick to believe can lead to some pretty silly situations. Okay, let's zip through a few real-world places where you'll spot this word. First, in science. Credulity isn't great when it comes to believing wild claims without evidence. That's why scientists always ask for proof. They test, experiment, and double-check before accepting anything as true. Second, in everyday life. Ever get a spam email saying you've won $1 million? Or maybe a message from a prince who needs your help? These scams rely on people's credulity to work. If you believe it, that's credulity. It's easy to get excited, but it's always smart to pause and think before you click or reply. And in school, maybe someone tells you that eating carrots will help you see in the dark. It's tempting to believe, especially if you love carrots, but not exactly true. Sometimes these stories are just fun myths that get passed around. So, let's recap. Credulity means being too quick to believe things, like our hungry puppy or our sock-handed friend. It's about accepting things without checking if they're really true. Remember, it's okay to be curious, but it's even better to be curious and careful. Next time someone tells you something that sounds a little too wild, maybe pause and check the facts first. Ask questions, do a quick search, or talk to someone you trust. It's a simple way to avoid being fooled and to keep your credulity in check. Like learning fun new words? Hit that like button, subscribe, and come back tomorrow for another word of the day. Stay curious, and remember, a little skepticism can be your best friend.